All right, so here I've got a practice spreadsheet for you to work on just to show you a couple of things. So I've got a grid of fives in all these cells, some basic Excel functions. Some of you might know this already. If I want to add up these cells, right, I'm going to go down below, type equals sum, open bracket, and then I just select the cells I want to total and hit enter, and it calculates it. And up here you can see it typed in the formula properly, but I'm just showing it a quick way. Now, if you want to repeat that, just watch the video again. But let's say, oops, let's do it again. So type equals sum, open bracket, total. Now, let's say I've got this formula and I want to total this column and this column and this column. I've got this one already. If I take this little box here, click on it and drag it across, boom, it copies the formula and it corrects the columns in the formula. Like here is E, here is F, here is G, so everything's correct. Now, if I want to add up all these numbers into one, I can just simply go across the bottom here, type equals sum, open bracket, and then add up all these equation totals, and there's my 100. Now, if I want to copy this answer to anywhere else in the spreadsheet, I right-click, I hit copy. Let's say I want to copy it over here. I right-click. Now, you'll see there's lots of paste options. Values, formulas, transpose, formatting, whoop, link. Click on that one. Now, if I go back, if I hit escape to the hash line array, say I change a number. Let's make this 0. All right, 0. Boom. Everything changed. This number recalculated, that one recalculated, this one recalculated. That is the beauty of a spreadsheet, because then you can play with the numbers and everything changes. You don't have to do all the calculations all over again. All right, so having said that, let's go back to the assignment. Here's the spreadsheet. These are the questions I want you to answer in the spreadsheet. You can type them down here, right? Saying like 1 and my answer is blah, blah, blah. And then save the spreadsheet and submit it under the assignments. I've pretty much laid it out for you. You have to total your input costs, right? So we already know how to do that. We'll equals sum, open bracket, highlight them all, hit enter. And then our fixed overhead costs, mortgage, insurance, property, we want to total those. So equals sum, and then we're going to highlight them and hit enter. Boom. And then our variable overhead costs, heat, hydro, labor, shipping, we're going to total those. Equals sum, open bracket, highlight them all, hit enter. Now we want our total overhead costs. That's this and that. Here's a slightly different formula. All you do is type equals, click on this cell, and then hit plus on your keyboard, and then click on this and hit enter, and it totals it. All right. Now, one of the things where students get confused here is understanding, what to do with total pots produced. So we have 12 weeks per crop. The greenhouse is in production for 48 weeks. So that means we can do 4 crops, right, in a year. So we need to know how many pots we're going to produce. So if we can do 4 crops per year and there's 25,000 square feet and it's 1 square foot per pot, that's pretty easy, isn't it? We're just going to put 100,000. You can actually, if you want, you can make a formula out of it. You can say 48 weeks divided by number of weeks in production times 25,000 square feet. Whoops. I did something wrong there. Oh, I see. Let's do it again here. Equals this divided by that times 25,000, 100,000 pots. Okay? So that's as many pots as we can produce. What's our input cost per pot? Well, we have that up here, right? Input cost per pot. We're going to take this number. You're going to hit copy. Where's our copy? Copy. And we're going to copy the value here. Remember, we use which one? We use link. There. Boom. Now we can hit escape to get rid of that hash mark, so we're back to normal. And we need to figure out our overhead cost per pot. Well, here's our overhead cost for the whole year. And we know how many pots we're producing in a year, right? So really, this is just as simple as saying equals total overhead costs divide by the number of pots we're producing in a year. And there it is, $1.68. Now, how do we know our total pot cost? We're going to take our input cost and our overhead costs, add them together. So in this cell, we're going to say equals sum, open bracket, these two cells. Enter. $3.03. So what's our total operating costs? How do we know that? Well, this is our total overhead, but we have costs for growing the Gerberis. We got all the plugs and everything. So the simplest is, look, we've got our total pot cost with overhead and input. So we can take that and multiply by the number of pots. So there we go. So this equals our total pot cost times the total number of pots produced. And there it is, $303,000. Now, how much money did we make? We sold the pots for $3.55, and we sold how many pots? Let's say we sold them all, 100%. Okay, so we're going to say this equals the price times the number of pots we sold. And there it is. And our net profit, how do we calculate that? We need to take our total sales and subtract our total costs. So it's as simple as saying equals total sales and then hit minus total costs. Enter. $52,000 profit. So the good news is that there's some room for the management to get a raise. All right, I obviously need you to submit these spreadsheets. Now, in order for you to get marks, I can't have you just typing $1.35 here, 46,000 here, 122,000 here. I have to see the formulas, and I need to see that you've done it. So please recreate what I've just done here, and you'll be fine. Answer the questions, and you'll be fine. The spreadsheet will help you answer those questions. All right, I hope that has been helpful.